Hi, I'm Paul Barry, welcome to Media Bites, and let's dive into the deep end.
Swimming bombshell, the sport's toxic culture laid bare, young athletes humiliated and abused.
And laying it even barer was this exclusive in The Australian, offering photo proof of Australian swimming's humiliating ritual, which the rest of the media was soon jumping on to.
Humiliated in front of the rest of his team after he was made to wear female togs, all because he was told he was training like a girl.
But was that story really true? Well, no, said his mother on Sunrise next day.
That's a pretty strong allegation. Where on earth would that have come from?
That is a story that has to have been absolutely created out of the air.
Mum says her son had forgotten his togs, so he threw on some girls' swimmers instead, only to find they didn't fit. But now she's demanding a new investigation.
Who took pictures of my 13-year-old son changing in and out of swimmers? Who was that pervert?
Good question, and one we're pretty sure The Australian will not be pursuing. It's now deleted its story and replaced it with this one about the mother's denial. Oops, maybe the Oz should try diving deeper next time. But now to more lockdown anger, this time on the streets of London.
Illegal. How can it be legal to lock people in their houses without your jury and execution?
That is BBC reporter Nick Watt being harassed by COVID truthers.
How do you sleep at night with the fact that you're funded by the taxpayer? How do you justify that to yourself?
And on it went as the mob pursued the Newsnight journalist until he ran for safety. Scary stuff, with PM Boris Johnson slamming the protesters as disgraceful, and broadcaster Piers Morgan calling them disgusting, ignorant scum. As GB News' Andrew Neil says,
protesters have every right to think what they want about the media, but they cannot be allowed to stop us doing our jobs with threats, intimidation and violence.
But not everyone is as composed as Nick when dealing with the public. Here is ITV's Callum Watkinson wrangling a heckler after a live cross.
Have you got a job? Yeah, I do. Well, go fucking do it, and I won't come into your workplace and start fucking with you.
Grrr. And Callum's meltdown didn't end there.
If you get behind me again, I'm fucking bang you out. You understand?
And yes, there's more.
Why don't you don't get a job, and then I'll come behind you and start being an idiot.
ITV has now apologised. But there's been no apology from this Fox News reporter for her bizarre live cross about a heatwave in Texas.
Thanks, guys. That's right. Before we get to that story, I want to let you, the viewers, know that Fox Corp has been muzzling me to keep certain information from you, the viewers.
Forget the weather. I'm being censored.
I am going to be releasing some recordings about what goes on behind the scenes at Fox tomorrow, so tune into them. But as for this heat wave...
Yes, Ivory was mad as hell and she wasn't taking it anymore. So she took her tapes to far-right gotcha merchants Project Veritas and revealed some shocking home truths.
Fox Corp is an operation prioritizing corporate interests above the viewers' interests.
Wow. And how's this for a revelation?
Does the news industry need advertisers to exist?
They do.
And it got even sillier, with Ivory saying her bosses at Fox had forced her to do stories about proven COVID vaccines instead of the dodgy ones.
Fox said you've got to stop being biased.
Biased to the truth? Ha! No wonder Fox fired her. As one of her bosses said,
in my opinion, you failed as a reporter.
Yes, that seems about right. And finally to Harry and Meghan's new baby girl, known as
Lady Lilibet Diana Mountbatten-Windsor. It is a mouthful for a little California girl and a future princess.
It sure is, and the world's media can't wait to see what she looks like. But wait no more, because check out this week's new idea, with Dad Harry stepping out with Lilibet, born less than 2 weeks ago. And not to be outdone, Women's Day splashed Lilibet and proud big brother Archie on its cover too. But hang on a minute. Here's the first time Archie met the press back 2 years ago. Isn't he sweet? And here's a photo of Archie taken that day. Yes, it's the same! Lilibet is Archie, only the mags have erased Meghan's protective hand. And Women's Day's turned his white cap and blanket slightly pink, cause she's a girl. Get it? Baby Bet only 2 weeks old and already faked by the trash mags. Who says Australian magazines don't lead the world? And we'll be back with World Leading Media Watch Monday night on the ABC 9:15, also iView social media. Don't you miss it.